Welcome to the first episode of my hit new review series, Grouse or Garbage. For those who don't reside in the eternally burning lands of Australia, grouse is a slang term for something to be good or great, and garbage is where this series will end up when a mentally disturbed fan sends a pipe bomb through the internet because I described a show they like as not very good. Keeping that in mind, for once I actually watched something that is currently relevant in the mainstream media, and I thought, what better way to give this format a spin by reviewing something everyone else is reviewing? So without further ado, is Jujutsu Kaisen grouse or garbage?
That's not the show you're reviewing.
Wait, that's not the show I'm talking about?
Wrong show.
Okay, then what is?
Oh, Chainsawman.
So why didn't you tell me that before I started recording?
Fuck you. You're a fucking idiot.
So, without further ado, is Chainsawman is a supernatural action show adapted from the manga under the same name. This is Tatsuki Fujimoto's second major work, with his first being Fire Punch, a manga that I personally didn't like despite its cool moments and striking art. So going into the show blind, I was curious whether I'd like it or not. Full disclosure, I liked it quite a bit. Contrary to the anime's title, the plot does not focus around a skilled lumberjack. In the world of Chainsawman, demons are real and born from humanity's fears. We follow the struggles of Denji, an adolescent boy who has been dealt a shitty hand in life. He and his trusty companion Pochita, the Chainsaw Devil, become enveloped in a situation that will change everything. At its core, the story is pretty simplistic, and I mean that in a good way. It's not extremely convoluted or hard to follow. It sticks to its strengths and it does them well, like a gourmet cheeseburger. Simple, but delicious. There were moments in the story that I didn't expect at all. It always keeps you guessing to what is going to happen next. I know this has been said to death, but Chainsaw Man is one of those shows that the less you know about it, the better. A criticism I do have in regards to pacing is that sometimes it feels that the scenes were dragged out on purpose to make the episode end on a cliffhanger. This is fine when done once or twice, but almost every episode ends in a cliffhanger of some sort. It got a little annoying, but nothing too serious. For me, the highlight of the show would be the characters. This is a show where if you dislike the main cast, you're not going to enjoy it, because it is a very character-driven narrative. You could make a spin-off show where for 20 episodes they just do dumb shit together and just hang out, and I would watch it. There is actually a good deal of comedy in Chainsaw Man, and it derives from these characters interacting. It's entertaining, and all of them have strong personalities and presence in the show. The voice actors also did a great job and fit the roles well. Probably one of the more polarizing topics regarding Chainsaw Man is the art direction. Case in point, the CGI. I have talked about CGI in a previous video before, but to summarize, I don't think it's an inherently bad thing to use when it comes to 2D animation. This show is no different. I think the models look nice and they're not cheap looking. They are dynamic in motion and don't feel out of place in the environment. One of the common tricks with CGI is intentionally placing the models in a dark environment to hide imperfections, and most of their use in this show is in a bright location and they still look alright, which is commendable. On the topic of darkness, I don't know if it was just me, but there are a few sequences that are too visually dark. For some reason, they also darkened this bit in the opening, which just looks worse. Apart from that, the art overall is actually really nice to look at. The visuals are clear, and you can tell a lot of talented individuals worked on this show. Which is a shame because you know they aren't getting paid even close to what they deserve. Some shots look straight out of a Makoto Shinkai film, and while it's well animated, I think sometimes the tone of the scene doesn't fit the show. Maybe a joke doesn't land as well, or a set piece overstays its welcome. Action-wise, sometimes it feels a little bit claustrophobic, and would help if the shots were zoomed back a bit. I'm not gonna lie, that some fights were actually hard to follow because of this. Everything else I didn't mind, and thought was pretty good. Chainsaw Man knocks it out of the park with the music. The use of electronic genres such as jungle drum and bass and breakcore hits the mark nicely in showcasing the chaotic and violent action. What can I say other than the music is good and fits the show? Not only this, but they went above and beyond by commissioning 12 different artists for each episode's ending song that strongly tie into the episodes. 12 songs that also have accompanying visuals that have so much effort put into them that they all could have been Chainsaw Man's ending song for the whole season. No criticisms on this end. Also, the chainsaw sounds sound like a chainsaw, which is what you want in a show called Chainsawman. Overall, Chainsawman is a very entertaining watch with awesome action, characters and music. It is almost guaranteed a second season will be made, which I hope to be the same quality. Chainsawman is Grouse, and I definitely recommend it to those who like Hellsing because of its violence, or like the visuals of Jujutsu Kaisen because it basically looks the same, let's be honest here. Also, be sure to check out the prequel, The Lawnmower Man, to keep up to date with the chronology of the Man series. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. I know this has been said to death, but chai pudding